You know, a lot is being said right now about whether Black lives matter. We have peaceful protesters concerned about injustice. We have violent rioters and looters using these peaceful protests as a launching point for their criminality. And we have Marxists like Antifa playing the role of agitator in an attempt to use this debate to sow further discord in our culture and launch a terrorist insurgency against the United States. So how can we tell who really cares here? Who's really fighting for injustice and who is using the unjustified killing of George Floyd to justify anarchy and Marxism? Here's the test. This woman's name is Margaret Sanger. She is perhaps the most influential woman in American history. She is certainly the most influential racist in American history. She founded this organization, Planned Parenthood. It was inspired by an initiative launched by Sanger called, and I quote, the Negro Project. The purpose of Sanger's Negro Project was to control what Sanger believed to be, and I quote again, human weeds, which is the wicked description Sanger gave to Black Americans.
Well, I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born.
See, Sanger's racism was birthed out of her devotion to a junk science known as eugenics, which the Nazis also believed in. In fact, fiends who would go on to be Nazi scientists, whatever that means, even spoke at Sanger's eugenics conferences. She really was a white supremacist and believed blacks to be an inferior race. That's why she wanted fewer black children being born, because she feared they would pollute the human species with their inferiority. The cult of death Sanger spawned has killed, by some estimates, as many as 20 million Black American children. Slaughtered, dismembered, murdered before they were born. If the total amount of Black babies murdered by those inspired by Sanger were their own state, it would be the 4th largest state in the U.S. Only California, Texas, and Florida have more than 20 million people. Think about it. All of that potential, all of that giftedness, all of that uniqueness gone, erased, simply because they were Black and unwanted, just as Sanger wanted. If Black lives truly matter, then it is time for action. No more words, only action. If you're protesting the unjustified death of George Floyd, shouldn't you also be protesting the unjustified deaths of those 20 million Black children? Shouldn't you also be protesting Planned Parenthood, who killed them? The Klan and Jim Crow blush at the amount of Black death Planned Parenthood is responsible for, while doing the racist bidding of its racist founder, Sanger. No entity has executed more of Black America than Planned Parenthood has. Which also begs this question. Why are we giving 1 red cent of our money to Murder Incorporated? President Trump, you have the authority to use executive action to defund any entity suspected of fraud, according to Alliance Defending Freedom. We know Planned Parenthood has been caught blood-handed selling dead baby parts in violation of federal law. If that's not fraud, then nothing is. Therefore, Mr. President, it is time for you to step up and use executive action to fully defund Planned Parenthood, America's most racist organization, once and for all. If Black lives truly matter, we will start asserting that principle right from the very beginning. We'll start by cherishing those Black children in the womb. We'll give a voice to the voiceless. And then we'll take a stand for that innocent life. So you say Black lives matter. Well, do they? Really?